Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Learn Canadian English. My name's Ian, and I am the owner of Right Start Newcomer Services. So thank you so much for coming out and joining us today. If you're watching the replay, thank you very much as well. But before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that Right Start Newcomer Services conducts business in Kjipuktuk, which is how you say Halifax in the Mi'kmaq language. This city is part of the ancestral, unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This means that when settlers came, the Indigenous people did not surrender their territory and instead signed treaties with Europeans. As a business, we're committed to upholding these treaties as we continue to build relationships between settlers, newcomers, and Mi'kmaq people. So if you're here, as usual, say hello in the chat. Say who you are, where you are, how's your day going, and you can ask questions. So this is a good opportunity to learn some English, ask me some questions. I have years of experience as an English teacher, so hopefully I'll be able to answer all of your questions related to today's topic. So today's very good topic, I think it's a good topic anyway, is about leaving telephone messages. So this is something that we have to do quite a bit here in Canada, but I know some other countries don't really use telephone messages that much. But, you know, here in Canada, we leave messages all the time. We might receive messages from people. And if you're like me, a lot of people in Canada don't even really answer their phone. So if we don't know who's calling, if it doesn't say who it is and we don't know them, I let it go to voicemail and that person can leave a message. And if it's really important, they will leave a message and I can check that later. Because nowadays there's so many scams and people calling you and you're not really sure who it is. So a lot of people just let it go to voicemail. So I see a few people are watching. Hello, comment away. I'd love to hear from you guys. Okay, so let's move on. And one moment. Oops, I forgot to set up my iPad. That's okay. There's only a few people watching. Okay, one moment, please. I know it's been a while since I've done a live stream. It feels like a really long time, but I guess it was just a week or so. Monday, we didn't have a live stream because it was a holiday here in Canada. A lot of provinces have this holiday. Here in Nova Scotia, it's called Natal Day, but in other provinces, it's like British Columbia Day or some other holiday. Anyway, so I decided not to do a class on Monday, and that's why we're having our class today. And sorry about last Thursday. I canceled that class because I had some other things I needed to do. So really sorry about that if you were expecting a class last week. And on Monday, like I said, was a holiday. Okay, I see we have a couple people here. Okay, so how do you say that name? Is it Joa? I hope I didn't get that wrong. Joa? Or is the J silent? Is it Hoa or Joa? Anyway, Joa from Peru. Thank you very much for joining us. How's it going in Peru? That's one place that I would really like to go. So it's, Joanna. Okay, so it's Joa is short for Joanna. Okay, Joanna. Thank you so much for joining us today. I believe this is the first time you joined one of our lessons, so thank you so much. Okay, just give me one moment and we will get to today's presentation. See, you can tell I'm out of practice. Whoops. That was a mistake too. Jeepers creepers. Oh, there we go. And just need to get this going. You guys can talk amongst yourselves while the teacher figures it all out. Okay, there we go. So that's better. Let's keep going. So today we have a great lesson, I think. So we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up. We'll have a discussion about telephone messages. Then we're going to learn some vocabulary. So practice a little bit telling the time and saying the date, because that's going to be really important when we leave a telephone message. We're going to go through a checklist. So these are the things that you need to do when leaving a telephone message, and this is what you can expect to hear when you're listening to a message. After that, we're going to do 2 listening activities. Actually, we're going to listen to 2 messages, and you guys are going to tell me what you heard. And then finally, we're going to make a message. So we're going to create our own voice message at the end of today's lesson. So if that sounds good, let's keep going. All right, so I'd like to hear from you guys. This is usually the part of the lesson where we discuss today's topic. So I have 4 questions there. You can write your answers in the chat. Number 1, do people leave telephone messages often in your country? Because I've spoken with some students and they say, not really. They don't use telephone messages. They use WhatsApp, they use text, they use Facebook Messenger, but they never really leave voice messages. But here in Canada, yes, quite a few people still leave telephone messages, especially in important situations. So things related to work, appointments, all of that stuff. We do leave a message because it is important, and we feel it's too important to send as a text message or as another type of message. Number 2, in what situations would you leave a message? So if you're here in Canada, where would you leave a message? Like I said, maybe an appointment or something like that. Number 3, what should you include in a telephone message to somebody? So for example, your name. Usually you need to say who you are and maybe why you're calling. But what other information is important to include? And then finally, this is a personal question. Is it difficult for you? Is leaving a message in English difficult? Why or why not? Because a lot of people are worried about, saying the right thing, making sure that they can be understood. But for you personally, is leaving a message difficult? So I'd love to hear your answers. In the meantime, I just want to say hello to Irene. Doing great, Irene. Hopefully you're doing well in Russia. I know it's a rainy day here in Nova Scotia, but hopefully the weather is nicer there. Actually, I don't really mind the rain. I work harder when it's raining because I don't look outside and want to be outside. So rain's not actually a bad thing. Look how shiny my glasses are. Let's take those off. Okay, so I would love to hear your answers. So answer any of those questions. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't want to answer, that's okay. I'm not going to force you to answer, but this is a great chance to practice your vocabulary, your typing, your spelling, and your grammar, because I can help you fix up your grammar a little bit during the lesson. Okay, so I'll give you a couple minutes. I'll just stand here. Maybe I'll drink some water. That's good. Okay, we have a quiet group today. Where's Rodrigo and Bay? I know they like to answer questions a lot. Okay, Dave. Hey, Dave. Thank you for joining us, Dave. I think this is the first time I've noticed you on one of the live streams, so thank you so much for joining. Please participate as much as you'd like during today's lesson. Okay, great. Mexico. That's cool. I love meeting people from around the world. So if you're new, say where you're from. It's really cool to see people from Mexico and Peru and Russia and all over the place. So that's sort of why I do this, to meet lots of cool people from all over the place. Okay, so nobody's really answering the questions, which is fine. So just I'll go over them again in case you're just joining us. Do people leave telephone messages in your country? For me in Canada, yes, we do leave messages quite often. In what situations? Like I said, related to an appointment, work, like if somebody's calling you about a job interview and you don't answer the phone, they might leave a message. So it's important you check your messages, you understand your messages in that case. What else? Maybe I can't come into work today. So I call my boss. Probably I'm not going to text my boss and say I'm sick or I can't make it to work. This is a situation where it's better to call. And if they don't answer, I should leave a message. Okay, so we do have a question. Joanna says, answer for number 1, yes, every day. So in Peru, you leave a lot of messages. Every day you leave messages. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think I get messages every day, but every few days, either I receive a message or I leave a message. Okay, great, Joanna. Thank you for answering. What should you include? So later on, we have a checklist, what you need to include, but basically name, phone number, time and day you're calling, what are you calling for, what do you want them to do, and it's really important to leave a number where they can call you back. Maybe even a time, right? If you want them to call you back today, you should say that during your message. Okay, great. And last one is leaving a message in English difficult. For me, I mean, it's a little bit difficult still, even though English is my first language, it is a little bit difficult to leave a message because I'm always worried about saying the right thing, not making a mistake, because a message is permanent, right? They will have that message for as long as they want. They can listen to it over and over. They can play it for somebody else. So it's not a temporary thing that goes away like a conversation. This could last a long time. And if I say something stupid, maybe they would laugh at me for years about it. Okay, so I don't see anybody else with an answer. Let's move on to the next part of the lesson. So let's practice a little bit about vocabulary related to dates and time, because these are really important when leaving a message. So dates and times are very important to express clearly when you're leaving a message. And there are a number of ways to express dates and time. So I just wrote some examples. So you could say something like, it's 10:15 a.m. on Friday, July 23rd. So that would be like the standard way to express the date and time. You could also say something like, it's 12:30 on the 14th of October. So in that case, we shifted it around a little bit. And instead of 12:30, we say 12:30. So maybe this is new for you guys, but in English, there's lots of ways to express the time and the date. We could say something like, it's 7:45 on Tuesday. So if we say it's 7:45, it's 7:45, right? So instead of saying 7:45, we say 7:45. And if everybody knows what the date is, you could just say the day of the week, Tuesday. And you could say something like between certain hours, right? You could say between 3 and 4:30 p.m., right? So if you're giving them a range of times that it's okay to call you back, then you could use the words between this time and this time. Okay, we have another answer for our last page. So Irina says, of course, right? So of course they use messages. But I've heard that not every country really uses messages that much these days. So for some people, it's quite rare to actually leave a telephone message. Okay, let's do a little practice. So I'm going to say some dates and times. I want you guys to write it in the chat. So I think I have five date and time expressions. You guys listen carefully and write your answers in the chat. Good. Give me a thumbs up or not. That's okay. All right. So listen carefully. Number 1. It's Monday, December 4th at 3:25 p.m. I'll say it again. So write this in the chat. It's Monday, December 4th at 3:25 p.m. So who's the first to write that in the chat? You get a sticker or a gold star if you write the answer correctly in the chat. Oh, who's that? Joa wrote the answer. Very good. So Monday, December 4th, 3:25 p.m. I think that's correct, except one little detail. Joa, just remember to capitalize the month. So if you're writing December, write capital D for the month. And that is exactly correct, other than that. Okay, so everybody understand? Great. Irene got it too. So this is a really important skill, to be able to listen maybe to a message or somebody talking to you, write the date and time, because you might need it for work, you might need it for scheduling an appointment. You could use it for any number of things. So it's really important to be able to, yes, good. Good, Joa. Great job. So yeah, I think it's a really important skill. Understanding, being able to write it clearly. Maybe you need to write it for somebody else, right? If you're passing a message on to somebody else, you might have to write it down and give it to them. Okay, awesome. Let's go to number 2. Number 2, it's 6:45 on Wednesday. It's 6:45 on Wednesday. So what's the time and date? Again, if you get it right, you get a gold star or a sticker. A virtual sticker, not a real sticker, because I don't want to mail stickers to Peru and Mexico and Russia. Anybody get that one? Do you want me to say it again? That's cool. So it's 6:45 on Wednesday. And Joa got it. Okay, way to go, Joanna. 6:45 on which day? So you got the time? Well, what day did I say? Anybody help Joa with the day? Okay, great. So you got the time, Irene, 6:45 on Wednesday. Oh, you're so close. Check the spelling, wed. So Wednesday, Wednesday. 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 But that's also a good skill, being able to spell days of the week, months of the year. That's super important. Hi, Bay. Bay's just saying hi. Thank you for coming, Bay. That's okay if you're busy. You don't need to stay for the whole lesson, but thanks for saying hi. And Dave said 6:45. Exactly. Right. And, we use a colon. So the colon is the 2 dots for the time instead of the semicolon. But other than that, it's great. So 6:45 means, 6:45 means 6:45. Excellent. Let's go to the next one. Number 3. It's 10 to 10 on April 27th. It's 10 to 10 on April 27th. Oops. And where is that? There we go. Okay, so did anybody get that one? I'll say it again. So it's 10 to 10 on April 27th. And you can write your answer in the chat. Nobody got that one. One more time. It's 10 to 10 on April 27th. Who can get it? Who's first? Nobody wants a sticker, a virtual sticker, I guess. Five, four, three, two, one. Oh, okay, Irene, just in time, April and Dave. So Dave was first. He said it's 9:50 on April. Spelling of April 27th. But other than that, other than the spelling of April, you got it, Dave. Great. 10 to 10 on April 27th. Perfect, Irene. That's great. Joa, it's 10:10. Oh, very close, but it's 10 to 10. So that would be 9:50. So not 10 after 10, it's 10 to 10. So that would be 9:50. And I didn't say AM or PM, so don't worry about that. Okay, great job, you guys. And the next one, it's 11:30 on Friday. Oh, sorry, it's 10:30 on Friday. It's 10:30 on Friday. One more time, it's 10:30 on Friday. This is great. Lots of people participating today. That's awesome. And I'll read that one, number 4, one more time. It's 10:30 on Friday. Don't be shy. You can do it. So, Joa, you got it. Perfect. So it's 10:30 on Friday. So 10:30 means 30. And Ingrid, hey, Ingrid. Nice to meet you, Ingrid. It is 10:30 on Friday. And Dave got it too, 10:30 on Friday. Okay, great job, you guys. You all seem to get that one right. 10:30 would be 10:30. And the last one we'll do, and then we'll move on to the next activity. Last one. So number 5, it's around noon on January 16th. It's around noon on January 16th. Okay, so who is super smart that can get this answer? I know we have a lot of smart people here today, so who can get it? Hi, Ingrid. No problem. Welcome to the lesson. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you learn a little bit of English while you're here. Or a lot of English. Who knows? Even if this is not new for you, even if you've been learning time and dates and stuff, it's still good to review it once in a while. Practice your spelling. Make sure your listening's good. So even if this seems really easy, it's still good practice, right? And it's a good chance for you to practice your spelling and all of those things. All right, so did anybody get number 5 yet? We're still waiting for an answer. And if you're just joining us, I'll repeat that number 5 one more time. It's around noon on January 16th. This is also good practice listening to the Canadian accent. You know, I'm from Canada. I have a Canadian accent. Maybe you grew up learning British English or Australian English or even American English. So it's actually good practice to get used to Canadian English if you're coming to Canada on a trip to study, to immigrate. It's good practice just listening. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't see. Okay. Ingrid has an answer. So it is 12 a.m. Question mark, she's not too sure. So I said noon. It's around noon. Noon is actually 12 p.m. So it's right after morning, before afternoon. It's in the middle. So we call it noon, but that's a great guess. So you're very close. It's just 12 p.m. So it's around noon on January 16th. Should be 12 p.m. Okay, great job, you guys. You did awesome. Let's keep it going. Let's move on to the next. This is just a little checklist. So when you're leaving a message, these are the things you should include. And we're going to give some sample messages, and you have to listen for these things. Number one, make sure to greet the person. And great job, Irene. You got the last one too. Awesome. Great. So we want to greet the person. And how do we greet the person? So what kinds of things can we say? We could say, hello, right? That's a greeting. Good morning. Good afternoon. Hi. What else? Hey, if we know the person well, we might say, hey, dude, or hey, Paul, or hey, something. Oh, yeah, exactly. I didn't catch that. So it should be on January 16th. Okay, great job, Irene. So greet the person, say hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, whatever you want to say. And that will depend on how well you know the person, right? If you don't know the person, you should stick to hello. Hello is used formal, informal. Just say hello. If you know the person, you can say, hey, good morning, good afternoon, whatever. Okay, so number one, we want to greet the person. Number two, we want to identify ourselves and maybe say how you know that person. So if I'm calling, I'd say, hi, it's Ian from Right Start Newcomer Services. We met 2 weeks ago at the networking event. Okay, so who am I? How do I know the person? Right? Maybe you're calling the doctor and you're a patient of one of the doctors and you say, hi, I'm Ian. I am Dr. Smith's patient, right? So that's very important. Greet them, identify yourself, and tell them how you know that person or how you're connected to that person. Number three, give the time and date. We already talked about that. Make sure you say the day and time because they may not know, right? If it's a telephone system, might not tell them the date and the time that you're calling. Number four, very important, say the reason you are calling. So why are you calling this person, right? Are you scheduling an appointment? Are you leaving a message about your child that can't come to school today? So very clearly state the reason you're calling. And then you want to tell the person what you expect, what you want them to do. So do you want them to call you back? Do you want them to schedule you an appointment? Do you want them to leave a message for somebody else? You need to say what you want that person to do. Number six, give them your number. So make sure you leave your telephone number, and it's also polite to leave a good time for them to call you back. So if you want them to return the call, you can say, please call me today, this afternoon, or call me tomorrow between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m., right? So give them a window, usually not an exact time, but a window where they can return the call. Finally, say thank you. Of course, we're very polite in Canada, so always say thank you, goodbye, right? Goodbye, see you later, talk to you soon, something like that. So this is a good checklist. If you're planning to leave a message, maybe you want to look through this checklist and use it when you're making a call or leaving a message. You can also write out a message. So if you're not comfortable with English, maybe you want to write down exactly what you're going to say. Word by word, you can check your grammar, and then you can deliver this message perfectly. Okay, great. So we are going to get some more practice. So this time we're going to listen to a full message. You're going to answer who's calling, what's the date and time, Why? Why is the person calling? What should the person do? So what should the person do who's answering or receiving the message? And finally, how can he or she contact the person? So is there a number? Did they leave a number to call them? What number did they leave? So get your pencils and paper. Get ready. This is going to be a little bit challenging, I hope. We have two messages. Let's do one, and then we'll talk about it. We'll do the other, and then we'll talk about it. Sound good? Everybody clean out their ears. Put on your listening cap and get ready to listen carefully. All right, I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit so we can hear it. Great. All right, everybody ready? Number one, here we go.
Good morning, Jennifer. This is Mika calling from the Halifax Animal Clinic. It's Thursday, August 5th at 11:25 a.m. I'm calling to let you know that we have the test results for your cat Fluffy. Please give us a call when you get the chance. Our number is 555-498-3872. You can call us today or tomorrow during business hours. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Whoa, that was pretty fast. So, like I said, this is challenging. So, did you get any of those answers? Great. If you didn't, let's listen again. No problemo. Okay, so we're going to listen again. If you didn't get any of those answers, try to catch them this time.
Good morning, Jennifer. This is Mika calling from the Halifax Animal Clinic. It's Thursday, August 5th at 11:25 a.m. I'm calling to let you know that we have the test results for your cat Fluffy. Please give us a call when you get the chance. Our number is 555-498-3872. You can call us today or tomorrow during business hours. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, so if you got any of that, Dave said very fast. I know we talk pretty fast here, so see what you can get. Let's do it one more time, actually. So this is for Dave or anybody else that found that very fast. Because, you know, when you're here in Canada, people are not usually going to slow down for you. You have to train your ears to catch what they're saying at a high speed, right? Not everybody can slow down. So we're going to listen one more time. Joa asked to go again. Let's listen again. Here we go.
Good morning, Jennifer. This is Mika calling from the Halifax Animal Clinic. It's Thursday, August 5th at 11:25 a.m. I'm calling to let you know that we have the test results for your cat Fluffy. Please give us a call when you get the chance. Our number is 555-498-3872. You can call us today or tomorrow during business hours. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, so is it getting better? Usually it takes a bit of time. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 times to actually catch the meaning. That's okay, right? That's part of the learning process. The first time you might not get anything. The next time maybe you catch a little bit. Third time a little bit more. Fourth time a little bit more. But, you know, maybe you need to listen to messages 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's just part of learning, part of training your brain and your ears to be able to catch people talking at a fast speed. Okay, here we go. So we got some answers. Joa said it's Jennifer from the Halifax Clinical Animal. I think it's just reversed. I think it's the Halifax Animal Clinic. Halifax Animal Clinic. Great job. Okay, so you got most of it there, Joa. Let's hear that one more time.
Ring, ring, ring.
Oop, wrong one.
Good morning, Jennifer. This is Mika calling from the Halifax Animal Clinic.
Okay, so the person receiving the message was Jennifer. So Jennifer got the message. Actually, it was Mika. Mika was calling from the Halifax Animal Clinic. Great. Number 2, what's the date and time? Let's listen to that.
It's Thursday, August 5th at 11:25 a.m.
Great. So date and time, Thursday. Ingrid got it. Thursday, the 5th of August. Great. Just your Thursday is misspelled. So Thursday. Thursday. Great. So you got it. It is the 5th of August and the time 11:25. Very good. And Ingrid got it too, 11:25 a.m. Okay, why are they calling? Listen carefully.
I'm calling to let you know that we have the test results for your cat Fluffy.
Did you catch that? Okay, very good. So Irene got the third one. They have the test, T-E-S-T, instead of taste, right? You don't want to taste her cat Fluffy. Test, T-E-S-T, test results for Jennifer's cat. And the cat's name is Fluffy. Joa, you got it too. Okay, great job. Cat, cat, C-A-T, test. Very good, Dave. So now we got it. We know why Mika is calling Jennifer. What should Jennifer do? So let's listen to that part.
Please give us a call when you get the chance. Our number is 555-498-3872.
Okay, so what should Jennifer do? Don't worry about the number so much. That's not that important right now. What should Jennifer do? I like to move a little bit while I'm waiting so you don't think that your screen is frozen. So I like to sway. Call her back. Very good, Ingrid. You're rocking it. Okay, call them back. I think today or tomorrow. So it said you can call back during business hours today or tomorrow. Great. And they have taste results. Again, test, T-E-S-T. You don't want to taste cats because I don't think cats taste all that great. Fluffy, F-L-U, I don't know how to spell Fluffy, F-L-U-F-F-Y, Fluffy. And the last question, I think we're good up till the last question. How can he or she contact the person? And they left the number. So Mika left the number for the clinic, and that was?
You get the chance. Our number is 555-498-3872.
Okay, so Irene said they give them a call. Very good. And the number, I forget the number. I didn't write it down, but it's here. Basically, this is the conversation all written out so you can check your answers. Good morning, Jennifer. This is Mika calling from the Halifax Animal Clinic. It's Thursday, August 5th at 11:25. I'm calling to let you know that we have the test results for your cat, Fluffy. Please give us a call when you get the chance. Our number is 555-498-3872. You can call us today or tomorrow during business hours. Thank you. Have a nice day. Great. So this was a little bit hard, right? That was my wife talking. It wasn't actually Mika from the Halifax Animal Clinic. That was Michelle. I told her to speak quickly because it's great practice, right? And with the message, you can listen over and over again. You can listen 3 times, 5 times, 10 times until you get the important information. Okay, great. Let's do one more. So here's the second listening activity. You'll have a different speaker this time. And again, try to get that information. So who's calling, date and time, why, what should the person who's receiving the message do, and how can he or she contact the person. So again, we'll listen a few times and then we'll break it down bit by bit so we can make sure that we get the right info. Okay, here we go.
Hey Ron, how's it going, man? It's Dave from work. It's Tuesday around 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, I was wondering if you could cover my shift for me at work tomorrow. I gotta take the kids to their dentist appointments and Stacy can't do it. Let me know if you can't do it and I'll try to find someone else. Maybe I'll try Derek. Anyway, my number is 555-290-8376, just in case. Thanks, buddy. I owe you one. Bye.
Okay, so that was also very fast. Maybe you got one or two things. Maybe you didn't get anything. It's all good, right? Don't worry about it. Let's try one more time. That person has a very masculine voice.
Hey Ron, how's it going, man? It's Dave from work. It's Tuesday around 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, I was wondering if you could cover my shift for me at work tomorrow. I gotta take the kids to their dentist appointments and Stacy can't do it. Let me know if you can't do it and I'll try to find someone else. Maybe I'll try Derek. Anyway, my number is 555-290-8376, just in case. Thanks, buddy. I owe you one. Bye.
Okay. One more time. Let's listen one more time, see if you can get it. Here we go. Last one.
Hey Ron, how's it going, man? It's Dave from work. It's Tuesday around 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, I was wondering if you could cover my shift for me at work tomorrow. I gotta take the kids to their dentist appointments and Stacy can't do it. Let me know if you can't do it and I'll try to find someone else. Maybe I'll try Derek. Anyway, my number is 555-290-8376, just in case. Thanks, buddy. I owe you one. Bye.
Okay. How was that? So number one, let's do the first one. Who is calling? Who's calling? That's all. Listen carefully.
Hi there, my name.
Whoopsie doopsies.
Hey Ron, how's it going, man? It's Dave from work.
Hey, Ron. How's it going, man? Who's calling? Does anybody know? Is it too fast? Too hard? Okay. So maybe it was too difficult. Good guess, Ingrid. So Steve from work. Actually, I think his name is Dave, right? So Dave from work, not Steve. You're close, Dave and
Hey Ron,
Steve.
how's it going, man? It's Dave from work.
It's Dave. It's Dave. So it kind of sounds like Steve, right? Because I said it's Dave. It's Dave. But it's actually two words. It's Dave. It's Dave. You'll find that in, native speakers speak and the words sort of go together. They sort of combine to make different sounding words. But actually his name was Dave. So it's Dave from work. So good guess. Derek, that's another one that came up later. Dave says it's a man. Dave, that's your name, right? You should get it. Dave from work. And Ingrid is laughing. Okay, great. So who's calling Dave from work? So they work together, right? The two people, I forget who was receiving the message, and Dave, they are co-workers. They work together. Next one, what is the date and time? So let's listen for that. Here we go.
It's Tuesday around 7:30 in the morning.
What's the date and time? Okay, nobody got that one. One more time. Let's just rewind a little bit.
Work. It's Tuesday around 7:30 in the morning.
Tuesday around. There we go. Great. So Tuesday around 7:30 in the morning. Tuesday in the morning, good. Thursday, so it should be Tuesday. Very close, Ingrid. Sorry, my spelling. That's okay. Spelling is fine. I totally understood. And now you got it. Tuesday. Okay, great. So Tuesday, 7:30. Tuesday around 7:30. Not exactly 7:30, but maybe, 7:20, 7:25, 7:35. It's around 7:30. And LM, RM, great. You almost got it. Around 7:30. Awesome. Why are they calling? Okay, that's a big one. Why is Dave calling? Here we go. Let's listen to that part.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could cover my shift for me at work tomorrow.
Okay. I was wondering if you could do what? I was wondering if you could do something. Let's listen to that part again. This is fun, isn't it? I know listening can be frustrating. Listening to, native speakers speaking at high speeds can be frustrating, but it's good practice, right? And these are things that you can listen to over and over again. So might be hard, but it really builds your listening skills. All right, let's listen to that.
Could cover my shift for me.
Oops.
Hello, this is Mario.
Stop. All right, start from the start.
Hey Ron, how's it going, man? It's Dave from work. It's Tuesday around 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, I was wondering if you could cover my shift for me at work tomorrow.
Okay, so Ingrid got it. Cover my shift. What does that mean? Cover my shift means work for me, right? I can't come into work. You can take my place at work and do my job for me. So cover my shift, and Irene got the other part, tomorrow. So it's not today's work shift, it's tomorrow's work shift. So between the both of you, Ingrid and Irene, great job. You got it. Great. So next one, what should the person do who's receiving the message? What should they do? Let's listen for that part.
I gotta take the kids to their dentist appointments and Stacy can't do it. Let me know if you can't do it and I'll try to find someone else.
Okay, so he gave the reason. Why can't he work? He's taking the kids to the dentist. What should the person getting the message do? He should one more time, let's just listen to that part.
He can't do it. Let me know if you can't do it and I'll try to find someone else.
One more time.
Let me know if you can't do it and I'll try to find someone else.
So he said, let him know. Great. Great job, Ingrid. Let him know if he can't do it. So if he can do it, don't worry, you don't have to do anything. If he can't, very good, Ingrid. So if he can't do it, let him know. So call him back. He leaves his number. But if he can, don't worry about it. He doesn't have to do anything. Right? So sometimes we leave that kind of message. If you can't do it, let me know. But if you can, don't do anything. Just cover my shift tomorrow. Okay, great job, Ingrid. And last one, how can he or she contact the person? Let's listen for that. See if you can get the telephone number.
Maybe I'll try Derek. Anyway, my number is 555-290-8376. Just
Okay, Irene. Yeah, something about kids and dentists. So he did say, I can't go to work because I'm taking my kids to the dentist. D-E-N-T. Den, D-E-N-T-I-S-T for dentist. Okay, great. So we get the number. Let's just move ahead. It's not this one. We already went over that one. Here is the second listening. And there's the number there. Hey, Ron, how's it going, man? It's Dave from work. It's Tuesday around 7:30 in the morning. I was just wondering if you could cover my shift for me at work tomorrow. I got to take the kids to their dentist appointments and Stacy can't do it. Let me know if you can't do it and I'll find someone else. Maybe I'll try Derek. So Derek is the backup. Derek, if Ron can't do it, he's going to call Derek. Anyway, my number is 555-290-8376, just in case. Thanks, buddy. I owe you one. Bye. I owe you one means I will do you a favor. So if you do a favor, if you help me now, I will help you later when you need help, right? So maybe sometime Ron can't do his shift and he needs Dave to cover for him, then Dave would do that for him. Okay, so I really hope this is helpful. So I know it's hard, especially when it's fast. It's hard to get that information, but it's really important, right? If you're working in Canada, if you're using English for these types of situations where you need to make an appointment, receiving a message from somebody is a very important skill. So you can go back. This video will be on YouTube, Facebook. You can go back and re-listen. So listen carefully, practice trying to get that information. Okay, great. Last thing, let's just practice very quickly leaving a message. So I have a situation. Let's make a little conversation. You can type in the different parts of our message. So here is the situation. So you're calling your doctor to schedule an appointment. Follow the checklist to create a message, and I'll put the checklist up in a second. Your name is Justin Grudeau. Sounds like somebody else I know. Your doctor's name is Dr. Sandy Bottom. The problem is a stomach ache. Oh, you have pains in your stomach. You want to make the appointment for next Tuesday at 10:30, and your telephone number is 972-8793. So let's check out our checklist. So number one, we need to greet the person. So what should we say to greet the person when we're leaving a message to schedule our appointment? So it's still morning. Yep, it's 11:55. So what can we say to greet the person? Anybody can answer. I see we have 9 people. I see Irene and Ingrid and Dave are doing most of the work today. So anybody else watching, doesn't matter who you are, what could you say to greet the person on your telephone message? And also think about the situation, right? You're calling your doctor's office. So you're not really good friends with them. You might not even know the person who's answering the phone. So Don't say, hey, or what's up, buddy, right? You want to say something a little bit more formal in this situation. So maybe hello, right? So hello, good morning, something like that. Okay, so I don't see any other answers in there. Let's move on. Number 2, we need to identify who we are and maybe how you know that person. Okay, great. Irene got it. Good morning, Dr. Bottom. This is Justin Trudeau. Oh, it's Grudeau. I didn't want to say Trudeau. It is Grudeau because maybe Justin Trudeau would see this and he'd get really angry that we're kind of, using his name to learn English. So I changed it. It's Justin Grudeau, just because Justin Trudeau might get angry at us. Okay, so Irene, that was perfect. So good morning. You greeted the person. You identified yourself. This is Justin Grudeau, not Trudeau. And I am a patient of Dr. Bottom, right? I'm Dr. Bottom's patient. You don't have to apologize to me, maybe to Justin Trudeau. So you can call Justin and say, sorry, we used your name for our lesson. Hey, Matt. We say, hello, honey. How are you, my little darling? Imad, I know Imad. He was my student a long time ago. He's a joker, so he's just kidding. We just say, good morning, doctor. Great. This is Imad calling to reschedule my appointment. Okay, perfect, Imad. So happy birthday, by the way. I know you had a birthday the other day. I hope you had lots of fun. Okay, great. So whatever you say, greet the person, identify yourself. You're Dr. Sandy Bottom's patient, something like that. Give the date and time you're calling. So remember to say, what day is it? What time is it now? So we could just say it's, what day is it? August 5th at 11:58 a.m. At least that's the time here in Canada. Okay, so we give the date and time. Okay, you're welcome, Imad. Great, what a nice guy. Okay, state the reason you're calling. Why are you calling? Why would you be calling Dr. Sandy Bottom's office? Because you have a problem. You have a stomach ache. And you want to make an appointment, right? I want to make an appointment for next Tuesday at 10:30, please. I have a stomach ache. And great job, Irene. So I have the same problem with my stomach. I have a stomach ache. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I'm not a doctor. I can't really help you, Irene. But hopefully your doctor can help. Maybe it's your diet. Maybe it's stress. I know stress and that type of thing can cause stomach problems. So try to relax, try to eat some good food, and hopefully it will go away. But I'm not a doctor, so you should probably talk to your doctor about it. Okay, so anyway, why are you calling? I'm calling to schedule an appointment for next Tuesday at 10:30 because I have a stomach ache. Okay, great. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to call you back? Do you want them to schedule the appointment? Probably that's it. So tell the person that you would like an appointment for next Tuesday at 10:30. They don't really need to call you back unless there's a problem or they schedule for a different time. Great. So a problem with a stomach. I think maybe that's Spanish. Is that Spanish spelling? But in English, we don't put the E. So no E before stomach, just stomach. It's not stomach, it's stomach. Okay, great, Dave. You learned a new word to spell stomach. And what else do we need to do? Give them your number. So My number is 555-972-8793. And if you need to call me, you can call me today between 12 and 5 o'clock. Okay, great. Finally, we need to thank them. So thank you so much, Dr. Sandy Bottom's office. Goodbye. Right? That's pretty much all you need to say. So follow this checklist when you need to leave a message, and you will never have a problem. Okay, great. So we're out of time. So today I want to thank you guys for joining the lesson. I think it was really great. You got lots of listening practice, some typing, spelling practice. We had a discussion about messages. We practiced dates and times a little bit. We went through our telephone message checklist. We did a listening activity, actually 2 listening activities. And then we thought about how we would actually leave a message. So we covered a lot today. I think you guys did awesome. Just to remind you, my business is Right Start Newcomer Services. Here's our website. You can visit the website after and check out the recording. There's even some quizzes there. And if you need to email me, go ahead. You can email me at info@rightstartcanada.ca. Okay, Irene. So actually, I don't have this problem. I'm great. Maybe Justin's stomach problem. Yeah, it's stomach, Justin's problem. I'm glad that you don't have that problem too. Okay, great. So if you guys want to send me an email, ask me a question, feel free. Feel free to comment on any of these chats, and help spread the word a bit. So if you have friends who are trying to learn English, maybe they can join us too and have some fun and learn some English together. Okay, thank you guys so much. I will see you Monday. So Monday next week, we'll have another lesson at 11 o'clock. Okay, bye guys. Take care.